What is up, everyone? Welcome to the next episode of That Talking Jawn. And today, we have a good Jawn on here.
Good Jawn.
I'm Jimmy Mintel. This is my partner in crime.
Life
Anthony.
partner, actually.
Yeah,
We are
life partner.
partners. He didn't want to tell you that, but now the internet knows, so
You might
I guess we're out.
recognize him from the last show we had, Seriously Unimportant.
I know what you're talking about. This is my podcast debut.
He's very upset about that. That's why
Rest
he's been
in
kind of
peace.
in the shadows. And then we have our new friend, India Rodrigues. Welcome to the show, India. Thank you for
Hello.
coming on.
What's going on? Thank y'all for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so India is a chef and, cool as shit, you have a catering company, and she makes her own hot sauce, everybody.
Okay.
If you see on the couch over there, we got a couple of her different flavors of hot sauce.
Can't wait to dive into those.
Before we get started, what was the one that you couldn't bring today? You ran out of peppers, right?
Yeah, so I have one. It's called South Street sauce. Obviously, it's inspired by South Street because
Okay.
I'm from Philly and I love it here. It's probably the spiciest one I have now. It's like a green Vietnamese chili base. It's like super limey, super tangy. But
you're
there's
teasing
now I feel bad. I'm like spieling it and I don't have it. Yeah,
She probably does have one and didn't bring it because it was her last bottle.
yeah,
right?
gotta keep it in the
Fuck
tuck.
these guys.
But it's I use these like these green sweet peppers that you can only get from this certain market, and I don't like to say where I get it from.
Yeah, I got you.
But they just
Secret
told me
ingredient.
today when I was there that this was the last week for them, and they're kind of out of season right now. So I'm trying to figure out something else because it's like definitely not the same without it. So I refuse to make it without the exact ingredients.
Well, you are a trickster because usually the green ones are the more mild hot sauces, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see that, and I'm trying to like, thank you. Not like throw people off, but like make them realize that hot sauces are pretty universal.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do pretty much anything with it, and you kind of like manipulate it to taste how you want, which I think is super dope.
Yep.
Because I like sauces that like aren't just for wings or just mainly a hot sauce. I want to be able to put my sauce on whatever. you know?
Exactly. Couldn't agree more with that. I actually prefer hot sauces that are made with like mustard bases instead of vinegar and shit like that, just because
Yeah.
it's so much. You could do so much with it.
Hell yeah, absolutely. That's why I tell people like mine are based off of foods that I already like. And I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I love pizza. I love eggs in the morning. I love tacos. So I'm like, I want something that I can put
Pair with
that's
that.
going to go with like all of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like putting hot sauce on eggs. I'm more like jalapeno hot sauces on eggs, like scrambled eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
But I do love hot sauce. And like you were saying before we started recording, it is the truth. I like the crazy hot sauces, like the last dab we were talking about. Hell, it's just fucking ridiculously hot. You know what I mean?
It's a killer.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that. Like I love hot sauces. I love
you're a
heat
bitch.
to my food, but I don't like shit that's just gonna
I
make
love
your
you,
mouth
Jeff.
burn for fucking 20 minutes, and that's all you get out of it.
There's a
You know what
time
I
and a
mean?
place for it, I think. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you're like, you eat this, it's gonna kill you, definitely. But if you learn how to cook with it and put it in like chilies and learn how to infuse
That's
it,
different,
and
yeah.
It fucking you could do some crazy shit with some hot ass hot sauces.
Like I know Ant did that one chip challenge. I'm not crazy
Yeah,
enough
that
to
was
do that
not
shit.
fun.
I've always wanted to do that, but I'm totally a little bitch about it.
Yeah, it's not fun. I threw up. I couldn't breathe. That shit wasn't great.
Don't even talk to me
No.
about the one chip challenge.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I know y'all can't see me, but I did the one chip challenge with a spoonful of the last dab on it.
On it.
It was
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's too
I
much. That's
videotaped
overkill.
Oh, he's crying. Oh my God.
that. I videotaped that shit.
Yeah,
It's
I
fucking
overdied.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have heart palpitations. eating shit
I
like
could
that.
not believe he did that.
At least it was on camera.
They got me some stuff at my job once. I can't. It was like Reaper pepper and some just like ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
And it came in a vial. First of all, like didn't even come in a hot sauce bottle. It came in a little vial like this big, and we're all like, okay, that's gonna sit there. No one's trying that. And then one day we're all like, yeah, fuck it. Like let's all try this hot sauce. And it was so painful.
Yep.
Like everyone's eating bread and drinking milk and just like in pain, and my chef's like dying, laughing, recording all of us.
Yep.
And she's like, "How does it taste?" And you're like, "What do you mean? How does it taste? It tastes hot. Like there's no flavor. The flavor, it's fucking hot, and
Tastes
we're
like
dying."
pain.
Yeah.
Oh man. And you all did this at work. And there was only one person. The chef was just recording you, so.
Yeah, our chef's like, she's like, yeah, all of you try this, and we're like, well, we're not gonna tell you no,
Yeah.
so
Right.
yeah, let's try it out. And she's dying laughing. It's like me and like 3 other cooks in there,
Man.
literally
Can you
like
imagine
in pain.
walking into a restaurant and the first thing you see is like all 3 of the chefs just dying?
All
their
of the
mouths
cooks
on
are just
fire.
hurting,
We're
yeah.
not gonna eat here. That's fucking funny.
That is really funny.
When did you start making hot sauces?
I used to make them for fun at my job. Like I would make staff meal at the end of the night just for the cooks or like the other, like the servers and stuff like that. Because we had a chicken dish on the menu and we would save all the wings. Well, I would save all the wings. After a while, I was like, I'm just going to save all these wings. And at the end of the week, everybody gets chicken wings. I don't think anyone's going to be mad about that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So I would just like take different peppers and like make random hot sauces. And I would use just stuff that was in the restaurant to make them. And some of the other chefs were like, they were like kind of joking. They're like, yo, you should do this. Like, you know, like I would invest if you ever did this for real.
Wow, it was that good.
And-
Just from ingredients around the restaurant.
Yeah, I would just take
That's
stuff
cool.
that I liked and
Yeah.
just make sauces with it. And it became like a thing, like on Sundays or one day out of the week, like, yo, Indy, you making wings for everyone today. And I was totally, I loved it because I loved
Yeah.
to make the sauce. It was fun for me. And then once COVID hit, I wasn't working at all. And I was home with my roommate, and I used to be bored, so I would make stuff for her in the house all the time. Like, I would make pizzas all the time. And then I would make hot sauce to, like, go on tacos, just anything that we were eating in the house. And after a while, I just decided, I was like, I want to bottle this and sell it. I was like, I
Fucking right.
think I can make my own, like, come up with my own recipe.
Jesus
Hell
Christ,
yeah.
guys. Another COVID fucking inspired.
Yo, COVID,
Business.
you know,
It's crazy.
This is crazy, man.
it's crazy what sitting in the house all day, you know,
Yep.
will do to your brain for sure.
100%. That's why you always got to shoot your shot. You never know.
Yeah, and I was drinking a lot of whiskey and smoking a lot of weed. So I was like, you know, maybe I should do something a little productive while I'm here. And it's fun for me. So it was actually kind of ridiculous at first trying it out because I was obviously doing it at home. So I'm in the house just like burning out peppers and habaneros and shit. And my roommate's in her room dying. Like
Yep.
with all the windows open, we got masks on because I'm just crushing us with peppers in the house. And I kept telling her, I was like, I promise when I'm done, like, it's going to be good. I swear. Like, it's going to be worth it. I'm sorry. And
What,
then,
just the smell of them? Is
yeah,
that-
just
the
like, because, you
fumes
know,
that
there's
come
no,
off
yeah,
of
there's
it?
no ventilation. Like, you're cooking with, like, no vents or hood system,
Yep.
doing it from your home, which, you know, really isn't the ideal place to try to, like, saute peppers and make hot sauce.
Yeah.
So I remember like the first day I was trying it, my roommate came downstairs and she was like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on in here?" And I was like, "I'm sorry if you're dying right now. Open up the window." And I was like, "I promise you, I'm making something. Like, it's just wait till I'm done." And after a while, I would let her try. Like, I only had 2 flavors at first, and when she would try them, she was like, "Damn, this is really good." And I was like, "All right, I want to like bottle this and sell it and try to make my own food with it."
Fucking A, man.
And I started doing little pop-ups at different places. And at first I was doing like a pickup service and stuff like that. And I used to do catering for a country club I worked at before
Okay.
I had this job. So
So you don't do the catering anymore?
I do it for myself. A
Okay.
good Jawn, I do parties and like private catering and stuff like that. But I used to do it for like weddings and stuff. So that's kind of where I got the idea and like the background from trying it again. And it was just like wings and simple food like fried rice and pasta, stuff like that. But everybody really enjoyed it. And, you know, I enjoyed doing it. So I was like, you know, if I could keep this going and eventually, you know, go back to my other job and still have this as something I can do on the side, I was like, why not? It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's great. And
Fuck yeah.
I'm all about like Philly. This is where I'm from. And I always say a good Jawn, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I've said that forever.
That's
Like
what it
with
is.
anything, I'm like, oh, that's a good Jawn. So it was just like it all seemed like it came together, like the way it should. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really have to try it very hard. It just kind of.
So before the hot sauce, a good Jawn, that was your catering. That was your catering gig, right? Or did they? Did
It
you
all
start-
kind of started
Yeah?
like at the same time. I just
Okay.
decided to name it a good Jawn, and I was like, I know I
It
enjoy
works.
catering.
Yeah, it does work. It's really cool.
I was like, I know I could do that again and add that to it because I want to do more than just hot sauce. I want people to know that
Yeah.
I am a chef and I can
Yeah.
still cook.
I kind of like am in love with the idea that both of us came up with using Jawn in our business names.
Yo, it's,
Yeah, we're
it's
that
incredible.
garage Jawn Productions.
It's incredible that it works. And you know, I realized once I started the business how many Jawn businesses there are, and a lot of them are fire. Like, I know an ice cream company that now I love their ice cream. They're called Milk Jawn. There's like a and it's lit. There's like a Pizza Jawn on Main Street. There's a ton of them, and I'm like,
That's
okay.
Wow.
And I'm like, I respect all of you because that's awesome. Like,
This show's called That Talking Jawn.
as soon as you guys said that, I was like, oh, that's genius. I love it. I think it's so cool.
Works.
A good John on that talking John.
Right.
That's a Philly John, motherfuckers.
And here I thought we were just being clever.
So it sounds like your roots are in food. Like, have you done food your entire life?
Yeah, for the most part. My parents used to tell me that I used to say I wanted to be a chef, like when I was little, and I thought they were like really fucking with me, but they were like, "No, you were dead serious."
That's crazy.
And I think I started cooking in restaurants when I was like 19. I came back home from school, like I was home from like the summer I went to college, and I was just like, I really just want to cook. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go back and do that. I would rather just cook somewhere. And my mom was like, if you can find a job, you know,
Do it.
she's like, do your thing, do whatever you
That's
want.
awesome.
And I just went around to a bunch of restaurants and just
Learn the hard
asked for
way.
jobs. Yeah,
Yep.
and eventually someone gave me a chance, and I've been cooking ever since.
Fucking right. That's awesome. Were either of your parents in the culinary business or no?
No, they both. My parents are like definitely really good home cooks. My dad's Puerto Rican, my
Okay.
mom's African American, so like she cooks a lot of soul food, stuff like that. And
Word straight to my heart, man. I fucking love soul food.
right, who doesn't? Like
Right.
that's just that's like good. That just like reminds me of family. Like
Uh-huh.
you home with your family, you eating soul food, you eating
Yep.
fried chicken, mac and cheese, greens. Like that's like everything that reminds me of being with my family. I
Yeah.
love that kind of shit. So that's what inspires me to cook for sure.
That's awesome.
And I definitely get a lot of my ideas and stuff like that from like food I ate growing up for sure. And it's just I don't know what it is. It's just a lot of fun for me. Like I definitely wouldn't do anything else. I was
Yeah.
a receptionist for a little bit.
Okay.
And I know after doing that, I was like, this is
Yeah.
not
No.
cool for everyone who likes to sit down,
Yeah.
but I can't have a job like
Not
that.
my
It's not
path.
for me.
Yeah, I get that. That's cool as shit.
Fucking A, man. So you started cooking when you were 19, but you never really cooked before then, or you
No,
did,
not-
no. You
not
just said you
professionally.
just no. I mean,
Not
when you were a
even-
kid. No, not really.
No, not really. I just like I don't know why. I was just like I really want to cook. Like I love food.
Yeah.
And the chef that actually gave me my first job, he was like, you just talk a really good game because you have no experience. And he was like, I'm giving you this job based off of your personality right now. And I was like, okay, dope.
Yeah.
And he let me shuck oysters there for like 2 years. And then I got to like scoop biscuits. And then I started, finally, they would let me do other stuff. And it just like kind of went on from there, and I actually ended up getting fired from that job. But
Damn.
That was at the country club, right?
I worked at Devon Seafood Grill in Rittenhouse.
Oh, okay.
And I worked there for like 2 or 3 years, and then I got fired because I was getting like super lit. I was enjoying, doing all the things that you want to do when you start working as you think you're a chef and you think you're cool.
downtown,
Yeah, you're in
it's
Center
all-
City. I was like
yeah, you're
19,
cool.
getting in all the bars with everyone. I was like, so.
Yeah,
And
dude.
actually, the day I got fired, I got another job that day at a different restaurant, and then I, did some like bouncing around. I worked
Yeah.
at the country club, and then I went back to Center City, and I've been at the restaurant that I work at now for a little over 3 years. I think July will be like 4 years.
Yeah,
that
so
I've been
that's
there.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Yes,
So I-
that is the name. We're open Wednesdays through Saturday.
That's
Okay.
fucking trippy.
That is
That's
trippy.
trippy as shit.
Holy shit. So
I
they
like
named
that.
the restaurant after the days they're closed.
See,
That's
like,
fucking cool.
he texted me that something along the lines of, like, you work at this fancy restaurant Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know our schedule.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
what
what-
the fuck? I was
That's what
confused
everyone
as shit.
says to me. They're like, not the days you work. Like,
Right.
where do you work? And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's called Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And
That's
apparently,
cool.
we've only been open. I think they've only been open like 5 or 6 years, but that restaurant has had that name apparently for like 40 years or something like that.
That's crazy.
But I've never heard of it until I started working there
Yeah.
either, so it blew my mind as well.
What's the menu look like?
Right now we do a tasting menu.
Okay.
So
So it's always
It's-
changing.
yeah, it changes more seasonally than anything.
I like that.
But I think we have like 9 or 10 courses right now. And we also, like, if you sit at the bar, we have different bar snacks and stuff.
Okay.
But I would say it's more like contemporary because we have a ton of different stuff on the menu. Like,
cool.
and I think we have a lot of different like cultural influences at my job. Like everybody's super different who works there. Like everyone comes from a ton of different places.
That's cool.
And it's really cool because everyone just gets along super well, and I think it like shows through the
Yeah,
food there. For
that's
sure.
cool that you all good. Because I would think maybe like a lot of clocking heads would happen.
No,
with
there's
different
like
cooking styles.
a ton of like input. It's probably one of I enjoy working there because it's a place where like everybody definitely, as corny as it sounds, like they push you to do cool shit and like be better at cooking or whatever it is. They're like,
That's cool,
if you have an
man.
idea, they're like, yeah, go for it, try it, like whatever it is. And I think that's what like makes that restaurant different. Because if you come in there to eat, it's like an entire experience.
We have to come check it out. I can't believe I've never heard of the place. It was the Philadelphia Inquirer did it the top 10 restaurants last year, right?
we were just named best tasting menu in Philadelphia, I think.
Oh, really?
And we also just got nominated for a James Beard Award for outstanding restaurant, which
Wow,
is like
holy
a really
shit.
big deal. So
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is, but it sounds really. It's like a big deal in the restaurant business. Do you know what that
Yeah.
is?
It's
James
like-
Beard Award?
it's like the Oscars, but for people who cook. I'm not even
That's
kidding.
cool,
It's
though.
like it's a huge deal.
Wow.
So like the fact that we
amazing.
were nominated was
Yeah.
even, like it doesn't
Fucking
to
A,
me.
man.
I personally, even if we don't win, I'm like that's really
Yeah,
dope.
it's
that-
still a nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a cool thing to be
Yeah.
a part of, but you guys should totally come eat because I tell people like if they've never heard of it, it's more like it's hard to talk about. Like once you come eat and experience the food and see
have
like
to.
the love that goes into everything, I think you'll have a good time. You'll want to come back.
Yeah, is it like a real
I'm sold
trendy
already.
yuppie kind of place?
This guy.
I wouldn't say yuppie.
Is it really
we-
expensive?
To me, yeah. To me, if I'm spending that money to go eat, it better be. It's gonna be a special time. It's an occasion.
Yeah, but you're paying
But-
for the experience.
Yeah,
dude,
fucking
you know?
A, dude.
You certainly are. Like you're paying for great food and really like an all around just like a dining experience.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could sit in there and go eat, but I'm working, so. I
But
cannot.
real quick, the Philadelphia Inquirer, before I forget, in 2021 it was named the third best restaurant, if I wasn't mistaken,
yes,
right? In
yeah.
Philadelphia.
That's crazy.
And in the article, they said India was the hot sauce queen, right?
Yeah.
Fucking right.
That's fucking badass,
Yeah,
dude.
Right.
that was pretty cool to
So
wake
you
up
tell
to.
this guy to say that when he was there?
No,
Were you
I've-
like,
I've
"Oh,
never-
call me the hot sauce queen in this article.
I've never met the guy. I know he's a really good like food critic.
Yeah.
And
What was his name again?
Craig LeBon.
Craig
was the
LeBon,
person who
okay.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But yeah, my chef told me like I woke up in the morning and they texted me, and it was cool because actually the hot sauce, it was just like from a hot sauce that we make at the job, which was like a green sorrel hot sauce. It
Yeah.
went with these like empanadas that we make there,
Okay.
which it's like a group thing, like because we all work to make that stuff, but to make those hot sauces there is really cool because they like my chef lets me do whatever I want as far as the hot sauces go. So to be like mentioned for something small there is really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So
really
and that
fucking cool.
that is super cool for for them to say that about you in the article. And do they let you use your brand, or do you want them to use your brand ever
Yeah.
on the menu?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They use my sauces sometimes for like special dishes we do.
Okay,
and
cool.
I wish for me, I wish everybody would use it if I could get it out for other people to use. Like
Oh, I can't wait.
Watch
to start
out,
using
Frank's
them.
Red Hot, yo.
that's how I always say. I'm like I
Coming.
want you gonna put that shit on everything
Right?
too at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it in a little bit, but first, do you want to explain what those three flavors are?
Yeah, sure. So, the first one, the one that got me started, the one that I made is called Hottie sauce. It's like my version of a buffalo sauce.
Okay.
It's got roasted garlic and it's got a little bit of honey, so it's got a kick to it, but it's
Ooh.
got like a really sweet finish, which is dope.
All right, nice.
And then I have the pineapple habanero, which
Ugh,
that's
there you go.
definitely the
There you
fan
go.
favorite. That's probably the one that like I consistently sell out of.
Yeah.
It's obviously got roasted pineapple and habanero, so it's definitely I would say it's something that's like definitely universal. Like I put it
Yeah.
on pizza, I put it on my breakfast in the morning. It's one of those like
Sounds like a banging wing.
yeah, it's
Oh,
good on
God,
wings.
yeah.
It's definitely one of those that's like it's got enough heat that you're not gonna go crazy with it, but you could literally just put that on everything.
Cool.
And then I have like the teriyaki lime, which is on the sweeter side. It's got sesame oil and some soy in it, so It's definitely a little bit tangier.
Just going right in some ramen.
Ramen, pho. I throw it in like if I cook
man,
veggies and like rice at home. I eat a ton of rice, so
Yeah.
I'll just make that and dump a bunch of that on it, and it's perfect. So
Nice.
So I'm definitely excited for y'all to try. But everyone goes for the pineapple habanero. But I think all of them are great. They're my
Yeah, I can't
babies,
wait-
so
I
I
can't
hope
wait
you
to,
guys like them.
Pick my favorite for
Right.
sure. But you said you're not going to be focusing fully on hot sauce. Do you have any ideas that you want to reveal, like for other kinds of sauces that you're going to be making in the future?
I have ideas for sauces, and I want to do like some spices, like
Spices,
some
yeah.
like dry rubs and stuff. I make pretty good jerk wings, but I do like
Okay.
a dry rub for them.
Okay.
And I would like to make a spice out of that. And I honestly would like to do some more pop-ups. That's what I was doing last summer. I like to do them when it's summertime because I like to do the outdoor thing where people can kind of get my food and sit and hang out. I'm like all about like the food neighborhood experience. Like I would like a Good Jawn to be known as something like, you know, we're having a block party. You know, we want a Good Jawn stuff there. We want to have those wings.
You
And
need
like,
to buy yourself a motherfucking food truck, then, man.
Right?
yeah, that's definitely. I have a lot of like goals like that, but to just like get it out there to start
Yeah.
is definitely
Set up a table somewhere,
yeah,
right?
yeah, wherever. Like I just did an event where I was just a vendor, and there was 20 businesses there, all women, like all small businesses by women. And
Nice.
it was dope to just like set up and sell hot sauces and kind of just get the name out and get to talk to people about it, which is it's definitely dope. And people, I think like based
Yeah.
off the name and, you know, once you try them, like we were giving people samples and stuff, they are really good. So, you know, I think it, you know, it kind of speaks for itself once you have it. But definitely more pop-ups. I would like to get into doing more events. We always let people know, you know, I do catering. I have folks that come out with me, and we're all pretty good cooks, and we're all there for the same cause, and we have a dope time. So that's really what we're trying to get into for a Good Jawn. What I'm trying to
You
get
are
into.
more than welcome to pop up right out back here anytime you want.
Oh hell yeah! Y'all let me know. I heard y'all saying y'all doing some
Yeah,
little death
apparently
match
there's-
situation. Y'all need
Yeah.
food there, you know?
Right?
Death
Yo.
match and wings.
Absolutely.
Dude. All right, yeah, we're going to have to sit down and have a meeting after this.
That's like my kind of night right there.
Yeah.
Hot wings and a death match sounds dope.
That is definitely what we're
Yeah,
doing.
your boy Joe Tyler loves the when we were at his going away party from when he was going get whatever it was. We they were hitting each other with light tubes, Mikey and Bucky.
Oh my god, yeah! I think he sent me
Yeah.
a video, and I was like, I was supposed to be there. I was like, what is happening?
Funny.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but he was fascinated with it. He's cool as shit.
It's
How
a
do
crazy
you guys
thing to
know each other?
experience.
I mean, I just know Joe from like the neighborhood, I guess.
You can't walk out of here without your toes. You've been tippy-toeing around my questions all fucking night. I figure if I take your toes, we can get straight to it. Oh, don't fucking do shit to my toes. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I'm from Roxborough, and he's from there. And, you know, everybody just kind of
yeah.
knows everyone. And then I be talking to him just like on, you know, you talk to people online and shit, like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
And he hit me up about the sauces because he has his podcast, and he wanted me to be on Joe the Show.
My
So
guy.
I did that, and he's a really cool dude. So we just
Yeah, he
became like friends, you know,
Yeah.
through that basically. And I also sponsor him.
Yeah,
so.
we need to score this sponsorship too. I don't know what that entails, but
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, fuck
Joe,
Joe.
Joe, we're talking to your sponsor after
Right.
after we're done recording, buddy.
shout out
Sorry.
to Joe the Show, sponsored by Good Jawn. Go check him out.
Could you believe that? It would be That Talking John, brought to you by That Garage John Productions, sponsored by a Good John.
That would
That's
be
like fucking
a
insane.
good Jawn. That would be a good ass Jawn.
That is crazy. That's a mouthful.
Oh man. So back to where is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday located? Is that downtown?
Yes, we're right on the corner of 21st and Wren House.
Okay. And what is your favorite dish there?
My favorite dish is the octopus, for sure. The octo there is
You're gonna make me
incredible.
get the octopus. I was gonna say I'm gonna get
Yeah.
what your favorite dish is.
See,
Even if
got-
you don't
gotta
get
be
it,
super
somehow you're gonna
open-minded
get
to
it.
go and eat at a place like that, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you
I
can't
like
be
octopus.
you can't be like a chicken
Yeah.
fingers and French fries kind of person.
Yup.
No, definitely
Not at
that.
all.
You're not. I mean, you would still have a good time if you wanted to try something, but it's definitely different. But I think that's what makes it so good and makes it so special. Is because, I mean, and you know, octopus. Like I grew up eating that. I'm Puerto Rican, so
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
octopus
so.
myself.
But to see the way like we do it there, like it's it's poached, and then it's marinated, and then it gets grilled, and it gets like smoky menudo broth, and it gets like beans on the bottom, and it gets pickled jalapeno. Yeah, like the dish together is just like
Can we
it's
go
ridiculous.
like right now?
It's stupid. Like it's something that,
sounds so
the
fucking
first time
good.
I made it and ate it, I was like, this is just ridiculous. Like I don't know how.
Well,
we're doing
I'm gonna
this.
have to try
Yeah.
your favorite dish when we go down.
Absolutely,
But,
yeah.
you don't cook that dish, right?
No, I do.
You do? Okay. Oh man, can you come out and serve it to me too? Like I'm some sort of celebrity.
I hate going out. I hate going out there. Sometimes my mom comes in.
You gotta wear
which-
the hat.
Oh God.
Wear the hat.
Thank-
the
yeah, I'm gonna get a
apron.
coat just for when y'all come in.
Alright.
Change my apron and everything.
We'll look like big shots. That's the only time the chef comes out and serves people is when it's like.
Yeah, when you
Like
know
big
someone.
shots,
My
right?
mom
Yeah.
tries to make me come out all the time when she comes in to eat, or they're like, "Go take your mom her food." I'm like, "Please no," because she's like, "That's my daughter. That's my daughter." I'm like, "Oh my God."
The
I'm
whole
like,
restaurant.
yeah, it's the worst. She loves it.
That's funny though. I'd probably do the same thing.
Right.
I do my best to just stay my ass in the back, but it's fun. It's a fun place to work, and I think like the atmosphere there is definitely dope. Like you can come and like it's like a place I feel like you would come and sit at the bar and like hang out. You know, like you would
Yeah.
eat some food, get some good drinks, and you know it's not like a one-time spot. I think anyone who comes in there would definitely enjoy coming back.
That's
Well,
pretty
dude,
cool,
we
dude. I can't wait
we
to
definitely
experience
have to
that.
try it out.
Yeah, I agree.
And this catering thing, you heard it here first. Contact a good Jawn on Instagram. Give her a follow. And if you guys need a party catered or an event, you want some good wings, some good food, hit her up for
Yes,
sure.
please do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try the one thing with octopus. It reminds me of this. One of my best friends, David. He's from Puerto Rico. He's from Arecibo, but he doesn't
dope.
cook his octopus. He fucking just opens the can and eats it.
Yeah, that's how.
I can't do that.
That's definitely how
how my
I
dad
ate it
does it.
as a child. Like my dad would just literally take a can out of the
Yep.
cabinet, open. He's like, "You want some octo?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then when I saw people actually don't eat it like that, I was mind blown.
Yeah, I mean, it is cooked. Like when it's canned, it is cooked.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
preserved in
Preserved.
something. You know? It's-
Yeah, that green slime
There's-
smells so delicious.
whatever's on there that it keeps it together.
Oh man. Corner over there doesn't like seafood at all.
No,
You're
no
missing
seafood.
out, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, there's plenty of people that do not eat seafood. And he was just saying the other day, he used to say he was just allergic, so he didn't have to explain himself to
Oh,
people. Because I'm
genius.
always like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? No, nothing? No seafood at all?
I have a
Even
homegirl
when I would
who's like
tell
that.
people that like I'm allergic, I'd still get even like shellfish.
No, that's not. I'm so glad that
I feel bad now because that's
Like, what
definitely
kind
me.
of-
I'm like, nothing? You can't have any of it? I'm like,
Are you sure you're allergic to this type of fish, not that type of fish? Like I've tried everything.
yeah, like you mean all of them?
I'm just
That's
allergic,
true.
motherfucker.
Like I actually did go and try a bunch of seafood. It's not like I just know I don't, right? It's just,
Okay, see, I
so
respect
I've,
that more.
I've tried a bunch. I didn't like anything. I'm pretty sure it's a texture thing. It's definitely a smell thing. And I stay away from it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
Land lover.
fair enough.
Well, you're gonna think this is the craziest thing you ever heard. My dad doesn't like onions. He's like disgusted by them, and he used
Like
to say
in any
he was
form?
Like, in any form.
That's
I
terrible.
feel like I'm
Really?
eating bugs.
He
Not like
likes-
an onion ring?
He likes the
Nothing?
flavor of them. He says, but it's like he doesn't like the texture or something.
That's crazy.
Like he'll know if I dice them up, fucking really small, and put them in shit, and he'll know.
That's
somehow.
wild.
It used to make me feel
I
like
try
I
to
was
trick
eating
him.
bugs.
And he knows. That just makes me think of Ghost College. Like, how many onions you put in the sauce?
Yeah.
That's.
Well-
I mean, I don't like mashed potatoes because I don't like soft foods.
Yeah.
I know.
Eat octopus out of a can. But you ain't eating no potatoes. What the fuck?
I just mashed potatoes. Something about I get shit for that at work all the time because I'll make them like
Yeah.
I'll make them for other people.
You probably make them all fancy on the dish.
I
like
make them
the
really
fucking-
not. Everyone they're like, yeah, you make really good mashed potatoes, and I'm like, cool. I hate them. Like I can't eat it. I'm like, are they good? I'm not eating that.
I mean, it's like it is
It's-
a weird.
It's a weird
you know,
texture.
it is.
It's like hot and soft. It's weird. It freaks
Do you
me
like
out.
oatmeal?
I do like oatmeal.
You do like oatmeal. Now you don't make sense.
Got him.
Damn, you're
Got
right.
him.
Because I do fucks with oatmeal.
But I don't
heavy.
like oatmeal, and I like mashed potatoes.
I love both, dude. I'm grateful to have a dad that was a chef because I was eating snails at age 2. Like I was
Oh,
like,
get outta
give me
here.
all of it. I fucking my palate's like all over the place. So
See,
I fucking
that's
love
pretty
eating new
cool.
shit. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
dad still cook now?
If he wasn't a lazy piece of shit, no, yeah, every once in a while, but no, not professionally. He doesn't anymore. No.
Oh man, Aunt and his dad don't really go out
Yeah,
to eat a
it's
lot
an
anymore.
escalating relationship. But no, I definitely have to give him credit there because when like he was not being a piece of shit. He was always like in the restaurant, and I was like eating new shit, like trying new shit. I was never that kid that was just like, give me chicken fingers. I was like, give me the weirdest thing you got on your menu, and I'll eat it.
That's cool. That's how, like, if I ever have kids, I want them to eat.
Yep.
Like, I want them to try everything. Because I was definitely picky until I started cooking. And then, like, you have to try everything.
You have to start
so.
doing that when they're young. Like that. I've heard like when kids are really young, like you should have them try weird things when they're young, like olives and shit like that. Just different shit to see if they really don't like it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times when you get older, you just they just look at shit and they're like,
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm not eating that. And you're like, you don't even know. You've never had it.
Yeah, that was something. Like I was lucky, because I always they always had, my mom especially would force me to eat certain shit, and like my dad is just the pickiest eater ever, So being around him, it was like chicken fingers and Ilio's pizza, but then like my mom, it would be like try the different shit.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say you don't like it, try it,
Yep.
and she's gonna take me back out of the world she brought me in if I didn't.
See, my dream job always has been and always will be is like a Travel Channel host, like Anthony Bourdain or like fucking anybody like that.
Yo,
like,
yeah, the best.
and you can't be a chicken fingers type guy and want that kind of job. So
Yeah, you got to be down for
Well,
whatever
you
it is.
can go around the world and taste every different chicken tenders.
just chicken
from
tenders,
around the world. Like,
dude.
who's the guy who does
That's
the pizza?
next show on Travel Channel. Just chicken tenders across
Yeah.
the entire fucking world. That's crazy.
Hell yeah, chicken Jawn. That'll be fire.
Chicken Jawn.
That'll be dope.
Fuck the Travel Channel. We're doing it now.
Right? We
As
got
soon
it.
as we get sponsored.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The Jawn Army.
What's the name of the pizza guy again? He was
Which
around
one?
to all the different pizza
The
shops.
Barstool guy?
Barstool, yeah,
Why can't
yeah.
I think of that dude's name right now? One bite, dude.
Man, One Bite, yeah.
Yep.
He kind of annoys me. Like when I was watching him with a couple of my friends, a bunch of his episodes, and he was cool. Then he was getting on my nerves because when he was going to the places I like and talking
And
shit on
talking shit on him.
I was like, oh wait, you motherfucker.
Did you see when he went to all the Philly ones? Like he went to Lorenzo's and shit.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of the Philly ones. I saw him up
Oh,
here.
it's Dave Portnoy, right?
Dave Portnoy, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
I saw him up here.
I'm pretty sure
and
he lives here now.
That's cool.
he dissed Santucci's, which I really was mad about.
Well,
Love
Santucci's,
Santucci's.
Yeah.
A lot of
It's
people
great,
diss Santucci's
but
though.
it's had its better days, is what I'm saying. Like if he
I
came
mean-
like the Santucci's maybe 10 years ago, it would have been fire.
I don't know. I don't think it's
See,
it's really.
I always think it's the same to me. That's
Yeah,
why I
it's
like
not
it.
here.
I think it
'cause
went downhill, man.
I don't think it went downhill. Maybe the one in Mayfair. I've complained. Well, I've only complained because they forget shit. I never really complained about the pizza. Yeah, I love Santucci's too, but a lot of people either say that, like it's
I'm a Montesini's
seen its
guy.
better days, or they hate it.
Yeah, everyone either I feel like you either really fuck with Santucci's or you just don't like it. Cause I love that shit. Like,
Yeah. Is
I
there a
feel like it's
Santucci's
always the
around you?
same.
In
There's
your
one in
neighborhood?
there's one in Roxborough.
Is there?
But
Okay.
it didn't open till a few years ago, so I was super hype about it, and maybe that's why I still really like it, cause it's still the same.
I mean, I haven't had that one, but I'm sure it's good.
There's one in
And
Atlantic City. My friend Dave lives in Atlantic City.
There's
It's
one in
literally
Atlantic City too.
right
man.
across the
They've
street
been-
from his house.
Santucci family.
Yeah,
doing well.
shout out
Holy
Santucci's.
shit.
Right?
You can't suck that bad, motherfuckers. Open up all these different locations. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Well, yeah, good for them.
See, I'm a Montesini's guy. I grew up right up the street from it, so I was
I
eating
love
Montesini's all the time.
Montesini's. I love Montesini's wings.
Montesini's wings are fucking bang.
I need a sauce place. This is why I can't wait
Right.
for you, because I like wings. I like how certain
Hell
places
yeah.
just for how they're cooked.
Yeah.
But none of these places. All these places around here, they use. It's rare that you have a place that makes their own sauces.
Yeah, it's
You
always
know what I
like
mean? You
Frank's.
can always tell it's Frank's or Frank's based.
Yeah.
Frank's with this much butter or that much butter.
Usually
You know
Frank's
what
and
I mean?
butter, yeah.
We need to get a place up here that does sauces. You know, like.
That is true.
Have you ever been to the Jug Handle? In
Oh
Jersey?
my God! Everybody asks me this. I'm about to go because I get asked this question all the time.
They're
I
very
heard
good.
it's fire.
They're
I
very
heard,
good.
Literally, one of the chefs at my job loves it. She's like, we got to go to the Jug Handle and we got to go. And I'm like, I don't know why the name just cracks me up.
The one
But I
thing-
heard they have
yeah.
incredible
Well,
wings.
the only reason it's called that is because it's on a jug handle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well now it's
See
better.
another simple thing.
You always think it's something super clever, and then you
Right.
hear what it is, and you're like, oh, okay.
Your restaurant is clever. I love how they're like, let's not work these days and name the restaurant after the days we're not working.
No, we're open. We're open Wednesday through Saturday.
Ah.
And we used to be open 6 days a week. We only used to be closed on Mondays. But I don't know why it's
see.
then. Like, my chef and his wife took it over a few years ago, and
Oh,
that's what it
okay.
was already named, so they just, like, carried over the name.
They might have been forced to. I heard that with the bar we go to in Jersey. It's called Time Out.
Okay.
So they moved to a different location and they called it Time Out too, but they have to call it at O'Donnell's because that was the original name of the property, and because it's like a historic site.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that they
can't
do,
take the name
they
out
do
of it.
stuff like that. And I don't know who named it that in the first place or why.
Right.
But yeah, we get the crazy people. I've heard like everything in the book about it. And I used to know this chick who only worked there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I thought it was fucking hilarious when I first started. I was like, so you only work at Friday, Saturday, Sunday
On
Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I was like, get out of here. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Those are the only days advertised. That's when the business is coming in. Wednesday's shit.
I know, everybody probably.
No one knows about
yeah,
Wednesdays.
Yeah, everybody probably thinks the
It's
fucking place is closed. Wait, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays open other days?
Right? Who knew?
That's fucking funny. Well, I'm happy you like patent your hot sauces and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah, thank you.
there's thieves that run around, right, in that restaurant business, stealing recipe thieves.
Yeah, for sure. People ask me all the time. I don't give out my hot sauce recipes for sure.
Good, no.
Because I don't trust anyone. But sometimes I'll make them at work and they all like joke at me. They're like, yeah, just write that down. Just give it to us. Just write that down.
No.
I'm like, absolutely not.
I can understand why you are crazy about it, but I was talking to actually Carter and my buddy Bucky about this, and he was talking to us about how, well, at first I was like my mom when she moved up to over 55 community up in the Poconos. They would all get together on like Sundays at the community center, and she said like people were fucking. She's just like, oh, here, you know, with the recipes and shit like that. But my mom cooks mostly boring shit. No offense, my mom, but they must have been trying to get your recipe for shepherd's pie, because her shepherd's pie is good. But no, she just gives them out. She was saying these people are like crazy. These old women.
Dude,
I'm sure,
recipe.
especially
Some
older
of my-
women,
yeah.
they're not fucking
Some of my
around. Like,
aunts
they
would
want to
shoot
die with
you.
that. Yeah, they're
Like-
dying with that shit.
no, that's
I heard
their
that people
recipe.
do die.
Some
Like
people,
people have
do.
been buried with their.
Yeah, I'm going to
Fucking
die
good.
clutching a buffalo sauce recipe.
Hell yeah. Take it to the grave.
I'm going to be buried with all my recipes.
Oh man, no,
Is that a hard
stinks.
process to go through to like patent something like a food recipe? Like how?
It's all.
It's not as hard as you think, honestly. If you like build once you build whatever you have, like, and figure out like the math for everything, it's pretty easy because, well, one, you have to like send it in to like a lab and have them test it and like break down all your stuff. So once you figure out the recipe, they kind of really do it for you. You really just got to pay for them to do it.
Oh, so for that, I thought you were just like patenting the recipe itself. You have the shit
Well,
sent
no,
in.
Yeah,
whole
no, like,
process.
because if you want to
okay.
like put it in stores and like you need like
yeah,
your
yeah,
nutritional
it
facts
makes
have to be
sense.
like USDA.
Fuck,
approved.
yeah.
They got to be like approved and stuff like that.
I was thinking we were just patenting the recipe, and that was it.
No, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, this is mine.
Well, thank
like,
God.
No,
You
it's a
know,
lie.
like,
You
'cause
gotta,
could
like-
be putting anything in there.
yeah, and that's the thing. You never know what people could be selling
Yeah.
you. So I get it. Once I started going like through it, I was like, okay, like you really could put some random shit on someone's shelf, or like you could sell someone something. You could kill someone. You never
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yep.
so I get why they put you like through what you go through. But once you like have your recipe built, it's pretty easy.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
So what? It's just like do you? It's like the base of the recipe, or each?
No, you have to
Each hot
put
sauce.
every single, like literally every single thing that's in your sauce
Okay.
has to be written down, the exact amount, like to how much, whatever weight it adds up to. You know, so
is it only you and that scientist that know the recipe? Or are there any? Are there? Any
yeah, I
other
mean,
people?
maybe whoever he's shuffled it all to.
But does any of your does your mom know it?
No.
You didn't even let your mom know the recipe.
Well, I told everyone at my job, I was like, I don't really care if you guys have the recipe. Like, if you want to make it, you can have it.
Yeah.
But
Isn't it true though? Like once you patent something, like it's public record. Like we could just look.
yeah,
it
you
up.
can look it up. You
Yeah, but
literally
you
can just
can't-
look it up.
You can't steal it now. Like you wouldn't be able to brand that.
If you're
recipe.
going
I guess
that
I shouldn't have
well,
said that.
you
I'll
could
cut that out.
literally like.
going that far to steal a hot sauce.
I think
recipe.
everyone's just gonna run to the site right
Gotta
now.
get to the
and
fucking
figure it out.
patent office.
Like, let's put our ass out of business. We got this.
Right.
You're gonna look on the store shelves and it's gonna be your flavors.
It's gonna be like a
And it's
different
gonna
good
be-
Jawn.
No, it's gonna be a good garage Jawn. Hot sauce.
I might have to give y'all that sponsorship ASAP.
We'll still what they did in that one. I saw it in a show or something. They stole the recipe and put a picture of the grandmother that made the real recipe and just
The
stole
Office.
her. The Office. That's it. They stole the grandmother's recipe and started branding it. And they
Yep.
still put the grandmother's picture on each thing.
Yep.
She looked like a sweet grandmother or something. Oh man.
Terrible.
Oh, that
All right.
that is horrible.
I'm trying to eat some hot sauce.
Yeah, let's try some of these. All right, so we poured some hot sauces on our plates here.
Yeah.
We'll try each of them in a Tostito chip. You want to go with the sesame one first?
Yeah.
All right, let's try
definitely.
it. So what's this one called again, India?
That's the teriyaki lime. I love that you guys got chips for this too.
I'm going home and making ramen just because of this sauce.
Oh man, this would
Dude,
be
that
so
is
good in ramen.
stupid good.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely like crush my ramen and veggies and everything with that.
Yeah, that's fucking
That
ridiculous.
is really
dude.
good. I might actually make some ramen after we're done.
Right.
And use that.
Right.
Wow, it's very good.
All right. Which one's hotter, would you say? The pineapple one or the...
I guess the pineapple. They're not too they're not crazy spicy.
Okay. All right,
All
what do you
so
want
let's
to
go
do?
with
You wanna
let's go with the classic buffalo. That's the
All right.
lighter color, right?
Bet.
The more reddish one.
The
is-
more-
Yeah.
okay, and what's that called again? It's the
This is the hottie buffalo sauce.
Hottie buffalo, okay.
Yeah.
You can tell right away with the roasted garlic, and I love that.
Oh yeah. It's got a ton of roasted garlic in
And
there.
you said you have honey in there too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can. That's a good touch. That's cool.
Thank you.
You got chicken wings, Jim? We might have to make
I
like
said, well, should I go get a
whole
10-piece
big-ass
chicken
thing,
wing
bro.
from the corner store?
That would
And
be
Carter's
crazy
like,
on
no,
the wing."
we're not the hot ones.
Well, now I'm regretting that.
Right?
Call Santucci's, get a fucking pizza and wings.
Yeah. That is
Hell
so
yeah,
good.
just crush it with the sauces.
Yep.
I really do like that one. Holy shit.
Yes.
And I'm going
All right.
for the mango or the pineapple
Pineapple.
habanero.
Yeah. We should have got wings. Again, that's probably one of the fucking... That would be one of the best wings I've ever had. Like,
I could see how that's your most popular.
yeah, 100%.
That's my favorite for wings. I mean, that's my favorite
Wow.
for a lot. I was eating Chick-fil-A last night.
Oh,
and I
dude.
ate it like with that and Chick-fil-A sauce. It was fire. I was like,
Oh.
I need to figure out how to make my own like Chick-fil-A sauce situation.
Right?
But yeah, that's definitely the fan favorite. That's my that's the one that I put on literally everything.
You see, that one is my favorite. That's my favorite out of the three. All three of them were good. I would have to probably go the sesame because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't use that on that many things, but you know.
No, I'd use that on a lot of shit, dude. That's banging. That's
the
my
other
favorite.
two.
I
I'm
like
having
the
I'm having a
teriyaki
hard
one.
with the other two. Which one I'd pick as my favorite, but I think I'll go with the pineapple habanero right now. That was good. That hottie buffalo is really good too.
Yes.
They're all
That's-
very
That's
all
my
super unique.
original one for sure.
Yeah, super
I've
unique.
never had
yeah.
any like you eat hot sauces. Everybody makes hot sauce now, and they all taste like fucking either vinegar or just super garlic.
Everybody makes hot sauce
I've never,
now. Who?
dude.
Yo, believe it or not,
Really?
Everybody
a lot of
has,
people
like-
have hot sauce
Yeah,
companies.
like fucking all the fucking wrestlers now. They all fucking have a hot sauce. Fucking everybody just buys fucking bottles and throws stickers on shit. But this is shit. This shit's fucking next level. That's the
Thank you.
unique
I
Very
appreciate
good.
that.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, you can make my signature hot sauce since everybody has a hot sauce. We can, I don't know.
Your face on a bottle. I think that would sell.
I want it to be green.
If you guys give me like a flavor profile and like whatever you want it to
Yeah.
be green, call it a garage Jawn. I'll do it. I'll run it on the website like as a
Bet.
special or some
Hey,
shit.
dude, that'd be really
I
cool.
have so much fun making sauces, and I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something else to do right now, like a new flavor, especially because it's getting nice out. I would just like something that like resonates with like being outside, maybe like at cookouts in Philly and shit like that, like doing something fun like that.
Would you make a jalapeno sauce? Like
Yeah.
Jalapeno.
Have you ever?
I don't think so. I've made like salsas and stuff like that with
You
jalapenos.
probably make a good fucking salsa, don't you?
Fuck yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh man, yeah, I want some of your salsa.
Right.
Holy shit! And before I was asking about the sauces, and you kind of said you wanted to get into your different, branding or selling your rubs more, right?
Yeah, I would like to try to get like in retail stores and stuff like that. So
Yeah, dude, shoot for the stars.
Hell
But
yeah.
what about like barbecue sauce? Have you done anything like that?
okay, so it sounds like ridiculous. You would think like, all right, you cook all the time. Like, there's a lot of random shit like that I've never made before, and we had barbecue at my job like maybe a month or so ago, and I made barbecue sauce. I think it was literally like the second or third time I made barbecue sauce, but I like put some effort into it this time, and like I don't remember what I put in it, but it was really fucking good, and I really think that I want to make one like a good jump. But I mean, obviously, I like going with like the heat stuff, so it would probably be like a spicier one, like with like jalapeno and shit like that.
That sounds good.
And I'm that's also your head is where mine is, because I have a ton of ideas for things I want to do.
Oh, I can't wait to see all this shit, man.
Oh,
Indy, do you want to plug anything before we wrap up the show? Your Instagram, a Facebook?
Well, one, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And you can follow me on Instagram at a good Jawn. It's a.good.jawn. Also, my website is that'sagoodjawn.online. And I also got to say shout outs to Joe the Show, because he is sponsored by a Good Jawn, so definitely check him out. And that's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Indy Rodrigues, thank you so much for being on, and we'll see you guys next time. Good night.
All right.